Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you all for coming out. I'm Deputy Chief Aaron Hughley. I oversee our investigations division and also serve as our agency's public information officer. Standing here with me today is Southfield Police Chief Elvin V. Barron, Deputy Chief Jeffrey Jagowski, who oversees our patrol division, Detective Lieutenant Mustafa Beasy, and we also have some family members here as well. We have Jill Elmore, which is the daughter of Mr. Maurice Elmore, our deceased. We also have Miss Angela Pardo, which is the niece, and also Miss Carlotta Elmore, the daughter-in-law. So today, Chief Barron will provide an update to the public regarding this tragic incident involving one of our senior residents, Mr. Maurice Elmore. The incident occurred on Thursday, May 30th at approximately 11:34 p.m. Mr. Elmore, a 79-year-old resident of the city of Southfield, was walking in the area of Telegraph and Franklin Road when he was approached by the suspect. The suspect assaulted Mr. Elmore, causing significant injuries, and as a result, on June 10th, he passed away. I ask that you please hold all of your questions until the conclusion of the press briefing and turn off or mute any cell phones or other electronic devices. Also, please wait to be escorted back to the main lobby at the conclusion. A press packet is available on the back table, which contains a USB drive of all audio and video files provided here today. And also for record-keeping purposes, we ask that you complete our media sign-in sheet. And without any further delay, Chief Barron.
Well, thank you, Deputy Chief. As I always say, thank you to media as well. Very important that you all come out and share this information with the community. You know, particularly when there's an assault on our senior community, this police department takes these things very serious. It is our responsibility to give the family some closure. Certainly want to recognize the family for being here. And what I tell you about this family, this is a family of love. This is a family of forgiveness. This is also a family of strength. And I couldn't be more proud to stand with them as we go over the incident and share with you the night that their father was tragically and senselessly taken from them. So our victim in this case, as the Deputy Chief mentioned, Mr. Maurice Elmore, 79 years old, resident of the city of Southfield. Our suspect, Stavon Lindsay, 26 years old, also a resident of the city of Southfield. The Oakland County prosecutor issued the following charges. Count 1, homicide, felony murder. Count 2, malicious destruction of a building, which is a felony. Count 3, malicious destruction of property, misdemeanor. And count 4, assault and battery, misdemeanor. Mr. Lindsay was arraigned today, issued no bond. His next court date is June 26th, and he will be in front of Chief Judge Sheila Johnson. So on Thursday, May 30th, 2024, at approximately 11:34 p.m., Southfield officers were dispatched to the area of Telegraph and Franklin on a report of a man down in the median. Southfield officers located Mr. Elmore standing on the northwest corner of Telegraph and observed him holding himself up by a supporting cable. Mr. Elmore had been severely beaten. However, he was able to inform the officers that he had been assaulted, and we later learned that his cell phone and wallet were also taken during the assault. Mr. Elmore was immediately transported to Providence Hospital by Southfield Paramedic Unit for advanced medical treatment. Sadly, on Monday, June 10th, Mr. Elmore did succumb to his injuries. So I'm now going to give you a timeline of events, and could we have the map of the events shown on the screen? But over the course of the next few days following the investigation, Southfield detectives were able to conduct a very thorough investigation, canvassing the entire area, looking for any video evidence or any witness statements that they can find for this homicide. What we learned at the gathering of video surveillance from multiple businesses along Telegraph was the suspect committed a series of misdemeanor and property crimes, which ultimately led him into encountering Mr. Elmore. And I'll pause right here for the cameraman. This will be available for you, and the video portion will be next. So if you want to refocus for the press conference, we'll get you to the other information at the appropriate time. The detectives discovered that on Thursday, May 30th, at approximately 10:54 p.m., the suspect is observed walking northbound near a collision shop located at 24680 Telegraph, where he damages a mailbox and throws that mailbox into the street. At 11:18 p.m., the suspect is observed on video surveillance as well in the area of the Nicola's restaurant located at 25225 Telegraph, attempting to steal a bicycle. The owner of the bicycle confronts the suspect as he is attempting to leave on the bike. The owner grabs the bike to prevent the suspect from riding off. The owner of the bicycle was successful at retrieving his bicycle and attempts to ride away from the suspect. However, the suspect runs after the bike owner and punches him in the face with a closed fist. And what you're going to see on the video, at a certain point, the bike owner basically just alluded to, you can have the bike, and he walks away from the bike, and then the suspect also walks away from the bike. So the bike was not ultimately stolen. So I'm going to pause right here, because it's important to note that while the detectives were conducting this canvass of the businesses and collecting information and video footage, the owner of the bike observed the detectives, and he approached them. And he did share his encounter with the detectives, with the suspect attempting to steal his bicycle and from him being assaulted from the previous night. However, he did not wish to prosecute, and on that night did not call 911. At 11:35 p.m., the suspect encounters and assaults Mr. Elmore at Telegraph and Franklin. What we can confirm transpired via video surveillance footage is that on Monday the 30th, the suspect is observed walking east across northbound lanes of Telegraph Road. The suspect walks onto the sidewalk and stops at the southwest side of the building. It appears that the suspect is watching Mr. Elmore. As Mr. Elmore and the suspect cross paths, the suspect begins running toward Mr. Elmore and attacks him from behind. Mr. Elmore and the suspect then briefly separate, at which time the suspect runs toward Mr. Elmore a second time and struck him again. This caused Mr. Elmore to fall to the ground. While Mr. Elmore was on the ground, the suspect repeatedly assaults Mr. Elmore by kicking and punching him. The suspect then walks away northwest on Franklin Road. The suspect returned a third time to confront Mr. Elmore. It is unknown what happened at that time because the video is not captured with that particular incident. And then the suspect walks away. The wallet and cell phone belonging to Mr. Elmore was recovered from the suspect's residence. Our suspect's criminal history consists of narcotic-related offenses, and he also has an outstanding arrest warrant out of Third Circuit Court for probation violation with the original offense of possession of methamphetamines. And we also learned that he also has some mental health disorders. I spoke earlier in my remarks about this family that stands with us. And I want to commend them for getting involved in this investigation. You said, well, Chief, what does that mean the family got involved? Well, the family realized that the cell phone belonging to Mr. Elmore is missing. So they got to thinking, we can log onto his account, look at his recent call log history, and determine who he may have called or who's been using his phone. And they were able to really help the Southfield police officers out in our investigation, because now we have immediate evidence of who may have used that phone, what time the phone was operating, rather than waiting on a search warrant to come back from the local provider. So timeline was really minimized thanks to this family getting involved, which ultimately led us to identifying the suspect's residence, was able to speak to the suspect's family members. And we also learned that the suspect used the victim's phone, used Mr. Elmore's phone to call a family member to pick him up from the area of 10 Mile and Evergreen. And so that was significant information, and that's why, again, I commend this family for their courage and then their forethought on getting involved to help our Southfield detectives out. So at this time, if we can dim the lights, I do want to show video of the transactions. The suspect in the video is traveling northbound on Telegraph as he commits the series of assaults and property damage that I shared with you. So this first video will be of the mailbox being damaged and thrown into the road. The next video will be the bicycle being attempted to be stolen. And you see our suspect at the top of the screen. The bicycle is barely visible, but it's right next to the rear of the black SUV. In a few moments, you're going to see the owner of the bicycle come out to confront our suspect, and then you will see what transpires next. So removing contents from the bicycle. Mr. Owner. Attempts to flee. Assaulted again. And at this time, as I reported earlier, he just left the bike, and then shortly after, the suspect left without taking the bike as well. So when he leaves here, per the bike owner, this is not captured on videos, when he goes over to the Tim Hortons and throws the concrete through the window at the Tim Hortons restaurant, which is closed at this time, at this hour of the night. But again, that's not captured on video. So we're going to pick up Mr. Elmore and the suspect. Our suspect is at the rear of the screen, walking up, and you're going to see Mr. Elmore at the top of the screen, and then they're going to meet and appear to exchange some type of words. Mr. Elmer continues to walk. Now the suspect is staring at him as Mr. Elmore walks away. And in a moment, you're going to see him run after Mr. Elmore and begin his assault. I'm going to show you another angle from a different camera view. It'll pick up in a second. You'll see Mr. Elmore walking towards that vehicle, I believe looking for some assistance from anyone who can call and help him. And then you're going to see the suspect emerge from the sidewalk and run after Mr. Elmore to begin another assault after the vehicle moves forward. And there's a suspect. We'll pause it there, certainly out of respect for the family, not show the actual assault of their loved one. You please turn the lights on. Also show the wallet and the cell phone evidence. Again, as I mentioned in my remarks, the wallet and cell phone was recovered from the suspect residence as additional proof of the contact that he had with Mr. Elmore during this fatal encounter. So this time I do want to allow for the family to say a few words. really, when you have a press conference, it's important that give families an opportunity to express to the community, express to everyone what their loved one means to them as a way of them healing. Certainly there's closure as it relates to identifying and charging a suspect, but also there's healing in talking about the love that they have for their loved one. So I'm going to start off with the daughter, Mrs. Jill Elmore. You can please take the podium.
Is it okay if I start first?
Oh, however you want. Absolutely.
Yes. Hello, I'm Angela. I'm the niece of Maurice Elmore. This is so surreal right now, which of course we hear these stories day after day on the news, and you don't think it's going to come to you, but in my mind, I know these things are going to happen to you. I also work in Detroit Public Schools. But this man did no harm to anybody his whole life. And I'm not just saying that because he's my uncle. He was a good man his whole life. And I know he was comfortable in his environment, which might have been his downfall, that at 79, things have changed, people have changed. But he did nothing but good all his life and did not deserve this. The only thing he did for enjoyment was to be around his family. A man of not too, meager means and things, and this is so tragic. But this platform here right now, I want to say, if we don't start reaching these kids when they are young, that have mental illness, emotional illness, drug problems, and we don't start reaching them before they get to the point where they're a menace to society, an adult that's hurting loved ones, taking their lives, hurting families, we are failing. We have got to start getting these kids when they're younger so we don't get to these tragic situations. Rest in peace to my uncle, Maurice Elmore, and I just pray for all the families out here that are suffering. And the police department, the Southfield Police Department is excellent, and I thank them immensely.
Thank you, ma'am. Now you hear from a daughter, Mrs. Jill Elmore.
Hi. This is so hard to hear detail by detail what happened, and it's just so unsurreal. First, I want to thank God for strength to make it through and lead us to signs to where he was at, because he was missing, and then people along the way that helped. The doctors, Southfield police, everybody were excellent. God put good people in our way to solve this case, and I really appreciate it. My father was perfect. He was perfect. There's nothing to say bad about him. He was a loving person. And, Father's Day come in, the perpetrator took that away. But I could say he's off the street. He would not hurt no one else, But I just really appreciate everything. I appreciate the love in this room. I did an interview with Kim, and I appreciate you too, making me feel comfortable. And that's really all I have to say. God bless.
Thank you. And we're also going to hear from Ms. Carlotta Elmore as well.
Hello. I want to first start off saying thank you for the Southfield Police. And I'm the daughter-in-law of Maurice Elmore. He will be missed truly. And thank God this suspect is off the street. He should not belong on the street, It's unsurreal. It's, I can't believe this is happened, to our loved ones who ain't had nothing to do with violence or anything like that. He was just, minding his business, and he will be missed. I just want to say, I'm hurt, we all hurt, and everything. That's what I got to say. Thank you.
Thank you. And that's what I was telling you all, the courage of this family, again, to be here and then share what their dad and their loved one means to them. So this time I'm going to open up the floor for questions. Certainly ask me questions, and also questions to the family as well.
Chief, when did the incidents, the series of crimes, when did they begin? About what time again?
Yes, ma'am. So, so the first incident was at 10:54.
That was the mailbox?
That was the mailbox. And then the assault on Mr. Elmore begins at 11:35. So it's about 41 minutes total from beginning to the encounter of Mr. Elmore.
And the gentleman on the bike, when did he saw investigators investigating Mr. Elmore's assault?
Yes, so the officers and detectives went out to do again, we're talking about a thorough investigation. you got to put legwork in and go to all these different businesses and to see what video they have, what they can share with the detectives to bring some resolve. So while they were in the process of gathering information, certainly canvassing the area, he did approach the detectives and did share with them his experience the previous night with our suspect, and then provided the information on the Tim Hortons as well.
Oh, I see. So, okay, so that explains it. So
Yeah.
it was when the detectives were out there the following day, canvassing, looking for video, things like that. This victim just happened to see the officers and then approached them.
Yes.
I got you.
Yes, yes. And then I also want to just again thank the business community, residential community as well, because they were very responsive to allowing us to get access to these video footage. Because we had to put all this stuff together to bring it all into a investigative focus, that this is our suspect traveling northbound on Telegraph, committing a series of crimes which ultimately led to the fatal assault of Mr. Elmore.
What can you tell us about his mental health issues, if anything, you can share with us?
Yeah, what we've learned is that he suffers from bipolar and some schizophrenia. But again, that's what we learned during the process of the investigation. So I don't have any details about the history or the treatment or the verification of that, but rather that's what we learned during the process of the investigation.
And had you had encounters with him before, did you say?
Right, so the Southfield Police Department had not had any encounters with this individual at all. And so this was the first time he was on our radar. Certainly with his criminal history, other municipalities had contact with him, but not the Southfield Police Department.
Has he made admissions?
No, has not stated what caused him to carry out this assault on Mr. Elmore.
Could have been anyone walking on Telegraph that he could have attacked.
Yeah, it could have been anyone. You see what happened once he encountered the individual trying to steal his bicycle. He assaulted him as well. You know, when I look at, and I did share this with the family, I guess I shared with you, you know, we talked about mental illness, but as you look at the encounter with the individual that was trying to steal his bike, he didn't pursue an angle of continuously going after him. He punched him a couple of times, but the coward that he is attacked a 79-year-old man repeatedly. I showed you the video. He would leave and come back, leave and come back, and continue to assault Mr. Elmore. So if you ask me my personal opinion, this is a coward. Again, I know we have conversations about mental illness, but you had to think about whether or not you're going to assault the man who was younger and giving you some resistance, and then you made a decision to leave him alone. But then you attacked the elderly man repeatedly until he ultimately succumbed to his injuries. So that's my perspective on it, on this incident.
Thanks, Chief.
Thank you.
It looked like they stopped traffic at one point. They in front of cars. And you were able to find any of those drivers, and were they able to ID any?
Yes, so one of the drivers did call 911. If I guessed on whom, but the calls were anonymous, but I guessed on whom, it would probably be the individual that he approached and that car did stop and probably observed the injuries to Mr. Elmore, which sparked that individual to call 911. And certainly we would get there early enough. And the family, as I was talking to the family, we talked about the opportunity for them to still have a moment with their dad before he succumbed to his injuries. It was very important how he was able to hold on for a time frame until the family was able to talk to him. Those things are important. And so I do want to recognize, again, the people who did call 911 when they witnessed Mr. Elmore being assaulted. One, because time is everything. Two, the Southfield police officers who arrived. Three, the paramedics who arrived and began immediate life-saving efforts. And then transporting Mr. Elmore to Providence Hospital, where they was able to stabilize him, again, give the family opportunity to spend some time with him before he succumbed to his injuries.
Was he able to identify this guy? Did he ever see a picture of was that he'd already passed before they?
I'm unclear of that timeline, so I don't want to misspeak. So I'll leave that alone. So I don't want to misspeak.
Chief, sorry,
I think
Yeah, do you guys have a nice photo of Mr. Elmore that you can share with us for our story?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
so. The family will provide the media with a photo at the conclusion of this before they leave. You got it on your cell phone?
Yes.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, sir?
Did the citizens do the right thing in this case? Like, there's a lot of people that saw Mr. Elmore approach them, whatever, and it's easy to do Monday morning quarterback, and somebody would jump in and help, but it's not necessarily a safest thing for somebody to do, and it's not necessarily what police would recommend. What's your opinion on that?
Well, everybody's different. So you ask me the question, I'm not going to speak for them. You ask me the question, you take the fact that I'm a police officer, police chief. If I'm riding down the street, I see someone being assaulted, I'm going to get involved. Particularly if I see an elderly or someone who obviously helpless being assaulted in the manner that Mr. Elmore was assaulted. But again, that's a decision people have to make because it is dangerous as you mentioned. I do appreciate the ones that called 911. At least they did something. But there are heroes out there, maybe not particularly that night, would have that type of courage or even skill set to want to encounter a suspect. So I don't want to, say anything negative about the passerbyers because it is a situation where you really got to think that out, whether you're getting involved or not. But again, I can only speak for myself and speak for some of the men and women in this room that I know, taking a uniform off or not, we're going to get involved.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.